July 10th. The day Bresia Terrell disappeared shook the community to its core. Immediately, people from all over the area rallied to try and bring Bresia home by organizing numerous search parties to assist police at Credit Island and in Clinton County.
Most of these people that are here don't know the family at all. I certainly don't know them, but if I have grandkids myself and kids, if one of my kids were gone or grandkids, I'd want somebody out helping.
Breasia's mother, Aishia Langford, joined the search party shortly after and said she appreciated the community effort to bring Bresia home.
And I appreciate those that it touched, you know, those who faced my daughter touched, those that came out and actually brought t-shirts and, you know, out here in the sun getting bit up.
We will look at the most terrible and horrible case of 10-year-old Bresia Terrell in this video. She was brutally killed by the man she loved and looked up to as her father. The 48-year-old Henry Dinkins brought his son and stepdaughter Bresia to his apartment, but the next morning he called Breasia's mother and said he had no idea where she was. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Breasia's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Davenport. Davenport is a city located in Scott County, Iowa. The city has a population of around 102,000 residents. Davenport is situated in eastern Iowa along the Mississippi River and is part of the Quad Cities metropolitan area, which includes Davenport, Bettendorf, Iowa, and Rock Island and Moline in Illinois. Davenport is often referred to as a river city due to its location along the Mississippi River, which has historically played a significant role in the city's development and economy. Aishia Langford gave birth to Bresia Terrell in Davenport on December 4, 2009. She went to Jackson Elementary School. Bresia was regarded as an honest person. She had a way of lifting others up and making everyone smile, and for that, she will always be remembered. Bresia was an imaginative, intelligent, ambitious, and self-reliant young girl. She loved coloring, playing basketball, and going fishing, just as any other youngster her age would enjoy. Those who knew her remembered her as a 10-year-old who enjoyed dancing in TikTok videos, adored the color purple, and had her hair done in braids.
She was telling me that she was learning how to be an AT&T agent because Andrea, you know, she's an AT&T agent and she was pretty excited about being a worker when really she just got an insight of things, you know, with the Bluetooth and everything like that. And, you know, she had told me that she had loved me and good night.
When Aishia was 17 years old, she met Henry Dinkins. After a romantic relationship, Breasia's younger sibling, a son, was born to Aishia Langford and Henry Dinkins. While Langford was still in high school, she gave birth to 2 children. She had a long-time relationship with Henry Dinkins when Bresia was still a child. Being the only working parent in her children's lives, Aishia put a lot of love and effort into raising them. Bresia knew Henry Dinkins and had been around him. Bresia and her brother resided with their mother, Aishia Langford. Breasia's brother was scheduled to spend the night at Henry Dinkins, his father, on July 9th. Bresia begged her mother for permission to accompany her brother when she learned that he would be spending the night at his father's place. Given that it was only for the evening and that Bresia knew Dinkins, Langford did not see any issues with this. Bresia was permitted to go with her brother. Dinkins looked to be residing with Andrea, his girlfriend. The 10-year-old sent her mother a goodnight text that same night, just before she fell asleep. Then, on July 10, 2020, everything went south. Henry Dinkins says he discovered Bresia wasn't in bed when he woke up. He says he looked about before he called her mother because he couldn't find her. Since Breasia's mother didn't know anyone in that neighborhood, she then got in touch with friends and family to ask if they knew where her daughter was. She called the police when everyone informed her they had no idea where she was.
What's up, Henry? So when was the last time you saw her?
She was in the house.
She would have never woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she would have never.
What you mean? 8 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just saying.
That ain't what I said. I never said.
I know you
Guys,
didn't say that.
this isn't the time to fight.
Exactly. I don't give a. You lost her though.
How did I lose?
Because you was watching her, Henry. What the?
Breasia's mom walks away with DL, Breasia's little brother.
He gave me his name, he gave me his date of birth.
But that appears to be the only information Dinkins willingly hands over.
Henry, you don't know where your daughter is, you don't know your address, and you don't know your phone number.
No, for real.
Burkle then asked to search the apartment, which belonged to Dinkins' girlfriend, Andrea Culberson. Dinkins eventually agrees, following Officer Burkle to the apartment, where a frazzled Culberson opens the door. Officer Burkle searches through the apartment with no luck.
I come outside and I'm like, where's Henry at?
Dinkins suddenly missing, leaving all 6 of Officer Burkle's calls unanswered. After an hour, Officer Burkle texts Dinkins, asking for his whereabouts.
Never returned my texts. He called me at 12:04, and when he called me, he told me that he's walking into the police department.
Andrea, the girlfriend, claimed that she went to bed at 11 p.m. and saw Bresia in the bed. However, she didn't realize Bresia and Henry were gone until she woke up at 3 a.m. As the public began looking for Bresia, the authorities received information regarding Henry Dinkins. Dinkins was found guilty of his first offense, third-degree sexual assault, on August 23, 1990. At the age of 17, he was convicted of molesting a girl who was 13 years old or younger. In non-traffic matters, Dinkins entered 9 guilty pleas to counts ranging from minor misdemeanors to felonies related to narcotic use. Dinkins entered a guilty plea to the aggravated misdemeanor charge of failing to register as a sexual offender on February 24, 2003. Dinkins entered a guilty plea to the aggravated misdemeanor charge of being a sexual offender and residing within 2,000 feet of a school in September of the same year. According to statistics from the Iowa Police Department, Dinkins has been found guilty of several crimes and has been imprisoned by the state 6 times. He was found guilty for the first time of third-degree sexual assault in August of 1990. Prior to Bresia going missing, he was granted parole after serving time in jail in December 2019. The cops began looking into Henry Dinkins after learning all of this.
Today, we are seeing more than an hour's worth of video of the first formal interview with Henry Dinkins, the day Bresia Terrell went missing. Dinkins is accused of killing the 10-year-old Davenport girl.
And that interview happening after Dinkins left the site of the missing child report. Nina Burns joins us live in studio with our top story tonight at 6.
Thanks, John. At 5, we showed you an overview of Henry Dinkins' first interview. Dinkins relaying very few details to officers. Right now at 6, we dive into the moments things turn south.
This is security footage of Henry Dinkins entering a quick stop on 53rd Street at 3:30 a.m., the night Bresia Terrell went missing. Footage Dinkins was unaware law enforcement had at the time of his initial interview. After failing to retrieve basic information, the interviewing officer, Evan Obert, begins pushing Dinkins.
Would you be fine if we downloaded the phone to have the call logs and the text?
For what reason?
What's the passcode to your phone?
Just give me my phone and I'll open it up for you.
Okay. Will you open up right in front of you?
Wait, yeah, I'll open it right here. Cool.
The officer leaves a map on the table before exiting the room, asking Dinkins to circle where he searched for Bresia. Dinkins simply stares.
Think of any? Or mark any?
No, I ain't marking none, but I'll just look. Why are you looking at me to do my password?
Well, that's what I asked.
No, I said I will open it for you.
Yeah,
but I don't understand how I got suspicious with my own kids, man. These are my kids.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Dinkins describes walking back in after that quick shop trip, discovering Bresia was missing.
And then when I came back, I grabbed Dink.
D is Briasia's brother and Dinkins' biological son.
You know, and I'm like, man, he like, Dad, where is Bree? I said, I don't know. He's like, and then we rolled around.
Dinkins saying he and his son went searching for Bresia, but fails to mention one important stop. A stop at a Clinton Walmart, where Dinkins enters the store at 7:05 a.m. grabs a cart, and heads to the cleaning supply section, placing 2 bottles of Clorox bleach in his cart.
Oh my God, this is giving me a headache.
Video and phone data are said to have confirmed Dinkins' movements. Following Bresia Terrell's disappearance in July 2020, Henry Dinkins was found guilty of first-degree murder and kidnapping. 8 months after Bresia was reported missing, her remains were discovered in the pond in March 2021. Dinkins was given 2 life terms without the possibility of parole. Additionally, Briasia's mother Aishia Langford received an order for him to reimburse her roughly $150,000. We wish for the day when Briasia's mother and family can move on from the loss of such a young, bright future. May they always treasure the moments they spent creating memories with Bresia Terrell during her 10 years of life. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.